Show me the meaning of being lonely.
The fucking dream team.
And hey guys, welcome to the SNP podcast, episode 6, right?
Yep.
We got a lot of subjects on for today. Dave's been talking about bringing on Love, Death, and Robots.
I love that show.
Yeah, he'd been promoting that to us a lot. You want to talk about bare knuckle boxing, or
Hell yeah.
Is it boxing or is it like MMA?
Yeah. Since I was born, I mean, they let the babies just fight like that, and it's really dear to my heart because I'm pretty sure I'm dead. This is all a dream, but yeah.
And I'm going to be talking about leaving Neverland, how the director's been backtracking on his lies. He's been lying. And Sergio, you're going to be talking about Disney Plus, right?
Yes.
Okay. So let me give the little introductions of it. We got, I'm your host, Kevin. We got Dave.
Yeah.
We got Jose.
Yes.
And then we have Sergio.
Smacking
You know, he was on a little hiatus. He was on a little vacation. He came back from Aruba, believe it or not.
That's right.
Yeah. In Aruba, he got his shoulder.
Yeah, I got shot in my shoulder, and you know, I'm so badass. I got shot twice, so you know, I got a little surgery.
Yeah.
What's up?
Tupac, what's up?
Yeah,
What's up, man?
he's still alive and breathing.
Represent, baby,
That's right.
baby.
Okay, so let's start off. I just want to knock this out. What did you get? We talked about leaving Neverland, the documentary, on before. So what do you think about?
Can you guys
his backtracking
recap
on
real
lies?
quick? I don't know anything about this.
So leaving Neverland was the documentary on Michael Jackson being like a pedophile and stuff like that, and stories and whatnot. But apparently, with the director, some of those are lies on there.
Is this the whole the train station thing where they're like saying that it doesn't add up because that building wasn't built when that happened or whatever?
Yeah. So a lot of things aren't matching up, and he's like going back on him. He's saying, "Oh, it didn't happen this way" or whatever. It's like you said it on the documentary. Like this was 4 hours. It's like, and you're saying that didn't happen that way. It's like, well, we have it right here.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
I mean, very much the way that, Super Size Me was like, you can't eat McDonald's every day. And I was just like, I'll eat it whenever I want, dude. And then it was just like, dude, I'm still alive. So it's like, it's all right. But people do take those documentaries very seriously. So like for someone to take something they saw on HBO that weekend, right? Go out and talk about it, spread rumors, and elaborate or accentuate like certain things they saw. It kind of feels like a little weird for that person to backtrack on it, right? So the things they're backtracking are things that are factually incorrect, like people are kind of catching up on them.
But also, it's a kid's memory, and like memories are like so.
Yeah. There's memories and there's facts, right? So there's things that people perceive, perception, right? And then there's reality. So is the reality of the matter is that is he
lying, or does he just have a bad memory of shit?
Yeah. All right. So
and it's like he's so messed up at this age that like certain memories.
How many things have they caught him up on, Kevin?
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure. It was just a few things like that didn't add up. It didn't. When I read the article, it didn't elaborate too much on it. You know. So like,
did you guys see it?
I have not.
I still haven't seen it, so I apologize.
No, we haven't queued though. The thing is queued. Like we just need to figure out how to do this legally.
All right, dude, just text me. I'll tell you my password. Not really.
Is that legally?
Not really. Okay. I'm just kidding. Allegedly, I will share you nothing.
Okay. Yes.
But we can figure something out.
Cut. All right. No, that. So moving on.
So yeah. Also from last week. I was talking about how very soon we would be seeing a picture of a black hole.
Dude, that's like nothing but my feed is nothing but black hole memes and jokes and all this crap.
Really?
Nothing.
That's very funny.
That's how
you see the one
me.
that's like it's like the picture of the black hole and then it's like the eye of Sauron.
Yeah,
that's hilarious. I was cracking up.
So what's the deal with this, man?
But so like, what do you think about the people who are just like, hey man, like this picture is pretty blurry? And as a scientist are probably pissed. Like what the? It's like, what do you guys want? I was like, this thing is over there. We're over here. You're lucky enough that we even got a picture of this.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same like feeling that I feel like a guy that's like, hey, I have a girlfriend, and then it's like, oh, really? What's her name? Do we know her? And then it was like, oh, she lives like in New York. And then it was like, show us a picture, and it's just like blurry ass. Like, she's still there, dude. Like it's still my girlfriend, dude. Yeah. Like it's like that's the same feeling I feel like they have. But I mean, to the real scientific community, I feel like they're just like, you're lucky we even got this.
Yeah,
like it's
exactly.
And they're flipping out about it.
Yeah,
and there's people that just are clearly not respecting the art form, right?
Yeah. No, yeah, it's just they don't understand the amount of work that was put into it.
How many years of work went into that?
Like 10 years of work.
What's crazy, I think it was like a 28-year-old MIT student that discovered this algorithm to see this image. So shout out to her.
Isn't it a girl, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
She has like a picture with like all the RAM and stuff.
Yeah, I don't have the name.
There you go. Yeah.
I did not look up this up, but dude, shout out to her. That's what's up, man.
Like,
thanks.
What was her name? I feel like we should definitely name drop her.
Breakthrough, really.
Yeah. Didn't they do like also like another picture where it was like the girl? It was a woman that she came up with all the math to send women to send people to the moon.
Yeah,
and then they did another picture of this girl with the black hole. What was her name?
I do not know.
What's the girl's name?
Katie Bauman.
So
Kate, I don't know. I don't know. Like I could just delve into it, but I don't know where she's from. But Katie Bauman accidentally became the face of the Black Hole Project. Yeah. So I guess it was an accident on like one of the pictures. Like I guess she was like super stoked that they got the picture.
A lot of accidents become a great thing. Like penicillin was an accident. Yeah. Like, dude, that's awesome. Yeah.
Albert Einstein was like, he wasn't even supposed to be born. He was an accident. Right? I'm pretty sure. Like,
I believe Hitler was too.
That's
a little bit different.
That's all right.
That's why he went to art school.
That's all right. That might have gone in a different way, but yes. Some of the best babies actually were accidents.
Wasn't that like it was just accidentally found that this mold cured.
It was mold, really?
Oh yeah, basically.
That's how penicillin was.
Yeah, that was
penicillin. Penicillin was like a test sheet or a test little like disc that they were just like, this was just like a one-off. Like this was just like oh shit, this happened at work. Yeah. And then they investigated the one-off. Like it was just like, why is this working? They didn't understand it. Yeah. And I could become 100% wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that's the way it went. I did not know that. It's stupid as hell. And penicillin is like an insane. It revolutionized the world.
Yeah,
so
you get rid of syphilis.
That's all right. I mean, you wouldn't be that concerned about it unless you had it.
That's not a problem for me in my life. But all right, that's cool.
All right.
Just saying, that was a big thing back in the.
That's all right. I'm saying like a lot of guys that are hanging out, maybe even this group. I mean, statistically, I mean, maybe they might have something to gain from that. I mean, you know. Moving on.
Moving on.
Dude, let's talk about the short films and whatnot of Love, Death, and Robots.
Damn,
I love that.
Love this show.
You know, for the longest time, it had been out for a while, and Dave was telling all of us, like, dude, you guys should watch it. And I was like, yeah, dude, we'll give it a watch. Next week rolls by. It's like, did you guys watch it yet? It's like, no, we haven't watched it yet, man.
Somebody in that Discord chat was the first one that brought it up. I don't know who it was, and then I saw it. And
Girl 3000.
Yeah, right. Maybe. I don't know.
Might be Earl.
Might be Earl. Earl, what's up?
Shout out to Earl.
What's up, baby?
Shout out to Earl.
Yeah, and then I saw it on Facebook, and I'm like, I gotta check this out. And then, dude, I mean, what do you guys think about it?
Dude, I love the art. Like, you watched a bunch of the episodes.
Yeah.
Like,
favorite episodes?
I mean, the Russian one. I mean, that's
the last one.
Russian one.
Oh my god, I don't know why, but I don't know what it is about communism and the Russian red flag. It just gets
all the elements.
So ripped. Like I feel like my jugular shows. Like it's perfect for picking. If you want
the veins pop out of his head,
you can pop it out of me. I'm just saying that. You know what that alludes me to is like my favorite thing also about just like World War II and like everything along that goes with that is like how many people are like, oh, there's just so much elusive and or like dark arts played into it, right? Like people think about it. There's a lot of occult things happening in Nazism.
Yeah, with World War II.
World War II, and that kind of proves that the Russians were in the same cahoots, like doing the same things. And when it transpires in that episode, it happens so fast, and like it puts, I mean, Russian soldiers in quite a peril, and the thing that kind of like hits me the most is that the lead sergeant from there is like they won't even admit their faults. It is our job to silence this. Right? The patriotism, it hits so hard for those people. Like I mean, it's like it's something like those guys are willing to die to cover that up.
Didn't he like save his son? He was like, "Yo, you must go."
And I mean, that might be a father move there. That might be a lot. That was deep. But I mean, they sent that guy in his way, and they bombed the living daylights out of that. That's like I bombed the living daylights out of those like memories in my fucking middle school years, where it's just like, I was like, hey, I have a Nintendo, and then that girl was like, dude, get the fuck away from me. I'll still be in the shower right now, like, oh! Dude, like,
those moments where you have memories like me. Yeah, you're driving, you're like, no, you go back.
Bill Burr says that all the time. That's what that Bill Burr special is like. I'm just like, it hurts me. But moving on.
What's your favorite episode?
What's your favorite episode?
My favorite episode would probably be the first one. The first one was
good.
I actually was gonna saying the same thing.
Right,
yeah,
dude.
First one. I do like the action in it.
Wait, is that a unanimous decision on 3? And I'm the only one with the...
No, I got a different one.
No, I have another one, but that one...
No. What's your favorite? That's what the literal question
was. I think my favorite was the first one. Just because, like, you see, like, you know, these monsters, like, fight each other and stuff like that. Yes. And I don't know, should I be giving spoiler?
Screw it. Spoiler alert. You guys know spoiler.
I
know what's up.
It's been out for, like, a month.
Yeah, it's been out forever.
It's like 10 minutes long.
Yeah, so, and then in the end, it was just like, it's like, yo, what are you? Like, when they stomp that girl's brains out.
Yeah, because they're trying to find out like what edge she has.
Yeah, and then she was like, "Yo, what are you?" She's like, "That's just a bunch of biowarp processors."
Yeah.
She was like, "You want to know my edge?" Like, I'm fighting for my life. And she was like, "Oh my god, she's the monster."
Dude, that
blew my mind. I was like,
when they Wolverined her head, I was like, oh.
I was like, oh, she's fucking.
That was a direct. When I said that, I was like, when it was like, shink, and I was like, my boy Hugh Jackman's still out here winning, boy. I was like,
and you're like, oh no, wait, that's 4. That's freaking Freddie Mercury. What's his name? Freddie Jason. No,
Freddie Mercury.
No, not Freddie Mercury.
No, that's what he said.
I said Freddie Mercury, and I said Freddie Jason.
I said Freddie Mercury. All right,
too many beers. I'm sorry.
Oh man.
Jesus. All right, now Sergio. What's your first? Is that the same one?
Yeah, I do have. Yeah, I do like the first one.
Yeah,
I do. I just like the action scene because just
to interject on this? Doesn't that first monster that goes up against her, doesn't that look like a monster from a different series with the horns coming down like that?
I think it reminds me of like an Avatar. No, Avatar like monster creature looking thing. Because it's like this jaguar looking thing, but it looks like an alien with robotics.
The big heavy guy?
Oh, the big heavy guy?
I'm talking about the guy that...
I'm talking about her, the girl.
Oh, okay.
The big heavy guy, I'm not so sure.
That guy looks like someone from Halo to me.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
You talking about the brutes?
Yeah, or maybe like because the horns come down like this. I'm not sure.
You know,
it looks like what you're talking about is the Mandalorians from Star Wars.
It's funny. It's funny that you kind of say that because like all the aliens in the show, like if you see the Farmers episode where they have the mech suits, those aliens,
StarCraft. It looks like
that one's a good one. That
looks like StarCraft.
Dude, that reminded me of StarCraft.
Those aliens look a lot like that, and then those aliens also look like the ones that were in that Russian episode. It's like I feel like every alien is very, very.
Those are demons, though. In my mind, were those aliens?
No, those were
the ones that were attacking the cops.
Those were Zerg.
No. What? No, he hasn't seen that episode, guys.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
Yeah, he hasn't seen that episode.
Man, you ain't a real fan, bro.
Dude, he had to go to work.
You guys are roasting him.
Man, they're like 10 minutes long.
Dude, he watched like a crap ton of episodes. I'm defending you, right?
I know you are. I'm onto you.
We've had like 2 weeks.
He watched like a ton of episodes with
you can literally take like a 15-minute break and knock out an episode.
Dude, what the fuck?
Nah. What the hell's going on, dude?
You and me right now.
Dude, I support a quarter of this fucking podcast. I'm not gonna take this shit.
No, dude, he's probably like only missing like 3-4 episodes tops. Like we mainlined them.
Yeah.
All right.
A bunch of them. Because what had happened is he watched like from the middle end and then from the beginning. So like the whole middle he didn't see yet.
Okay.
Well, anyways, my favorite episode was
I like the first one.
Russian.
It's hard. But I
Russian
feel one of the ones that I was like, damn, what the hell's going on was the one where it's the Japanese version.
Versus
I don't know
the
if
Russians?
You probably haven't even seen this one.
The
you haven't
spirit.
seen
No, he hasn't seen that one either.
So it's the one with the Japanese, with the chicks that are
spirit.
like they're supposedly they're witches, but then they're not. They're
no,
actually
the
like
spirit creatures.
They're Russian.
Yeah. And then the guys are like, man, and then she becomes like a mech suit or whatever. He like makes her a mech suit. That was
Dude.
Oh, that was so
It's like,
cool.
I want to hunt again.
That was awesome, bro. It was so cool.
You know what it reminded me of a little bit?
What was it?
You guys remember of Halo Legends? How
Yeah.
it's different stories. It kind of reminded me of it because it was like anime, and then it had the 3D animation also. So it kind of reminded me of because they're all different stories.
Yeah.
So it kind of reminded me of that a little bit. I don't know if you guys kind of got that a little.
It reminded me of Black Mirror.
Did you guys have? Oh, well, yeah, it also did too.
I love Black Mirror.
Black Mirror is a good one.
Dude, we're like best friends, bro.
For real.
Like, let's just get this.
Hey, do you guys want to split off? Maybe
I mean,
you two make a podcast and
dude.
me and him make a podcast.
Sure,
It doesn't seem
I'm
like it's
down.
gonna happen on camera.
Where do I sign? I'm
That's all right. It's the funniest thing about when this started is no one signed for shit. So I'm like- All right,
You know,
so-
SMP? No, it's SMD.
I don't know what that means.
Can you
That
not
means
synchronize
Sergio
your
David.
voice?
What's up?
What's up?
Dude, hey, you're not
Like
invited here.
explodes. Yes.
Yes.
Wait.
All right,
Moving
go
on.
ahead.
Okay, what? So what is this? Can boy bands? What is this?
What?
Okay, so let's move on to the
All right.
Oh wait, can boy bands be trained? So here's the thing. This is something that came up sporadically, right? And I was in the heat of the moment, but can boy bands? Is it a boy band, right? So the Backstreet Boys released an album this year.
Okay.
They did?
Yes. This
Wait, really?
This is
I'm
fact.
just-
This is something
fact.
that I don't know
This
about.
is
Like
factual.
it hasn't released yet, or it's already out?
No, it's already out.
Is it
You
good?
can look at iTunes. I might be promoting this album more than I should, but I'm letting
Is it
you
good?
know. It's like after that comment, actually, could you can go both ways, but I'm gonna stand on that. I did actually hear it. But I'm just letting you know. Is it a boy band at this point? Are they or are they not a boy band? Because they released an album. Is that a boy band or is that a bunch of grown men talking about boy band things?
That's a man band, baby.
It's a man
Is it a
band.
man band?
It's a man
Is that
band
a
at this
genre of
point.
music?
It is now at this point.
Yeah.
Would you say it is? I have Kevin. Kevin has a scarf on right now, and he has this hat on right now, right?
So
And if he was in the middle of a boy band video, I would say it's 100% true. Can he go into being 40? How old are the Backstreet Boys at this point?
Like 40 plus.
I would
40
say
plus.
like
Yeah, they gotta be
mid
40.
40s. They gotta be.
is that a man
mid-40s.
band?
Gotta be.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Start it off with Sergio.
I'd say it's a man band because at this point they either have families or
They have families, right, and kids.
At least I would assume so. So it's a man band for sure.
All right. So
Hands down.
the definition for you is that a boy band is boys who have never had children. Right?
Well, not children, but I just see like they're not mature. I feel like at 40, I would assume that at 40 you're mature enough to not
Have a
talk
child?
about boy band stuff. You know,
All right, we're gonna-
heartbreaks. And
Show
stuff.
me the meaning.
I mean,
of being
So Kevin, where do you stand on this?
Dude, if they're together, just for the ease of it and not getting technical and super hard about it, just fucking call it a
Boy band?
Yeah.
Why not? I mean, it's marketing in a certain
Yeah.
way, right?
Boy band. It just goes. It sounds weird. Like imagine trying to sell your product. It's like, yo, I have a man band. I was like, get the hell away from me.
that is true. I never thought about that.
Yeah. So definitely, boy band just flows better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because what sells? Youth sells.
I feel like a boy band is something that like a little young girl with a search is like, oh, what's a boy band? And then they finally these 40-year-old dudes like, trying to.
Magic Mike and it. and shit.
I mean, it just feels like a little bit misleading, but I mean, to take away from like what you say, it's like let's lose the technicalities on these. These guys have always been doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Exactly.
So why step away from it, right? And now we go into David's. What do you feel? Is this a boy band or is this a man band?
I believe it's a retire for hire. That's what
Yeah?
it should be called.
Oh, retire for hire.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't
Why are you
really
using
care.
these words? What are these
don't know,
words?
bro.
Yo, you know what? You using these big words is offending me.
So I'll end it on my opinion about this. I really didn't really expect them to ruin my life like this, where it was just like they were just something in the past and now they jumped into the future. Now everyone has the right to do that.
Why does it ruin your life? Because you like it?
It's the same way that
making questions.
any other band that I felt was done. Right,
Okay.
and this doesn't mean that they don't have the right to jump into the future and make an album, because anyone can be creative at any age, right? Doesn't matter. It kind of I have them in the past. I put them in the past of my psyche, right? Doesn't matter who it is. This happens with thrash metal bands, with metal bands all the time, but it goes 10 years forward at the gates.
Oh yeah.
Right? They release some of the best music we've ever heard, and we listen to it as youth, maybe 5-10 years past, and we're like, oh man, that was amazing. And then 5-10 years past that, they come out and they were like, we're releasing another album. And then we're like, God damn it.
Yeah.
Right? So it's for me, it's is it a man band? Is it a boy band? You know what? For me, it's a boy band.
Yeah.
Dude, it's guys that made boy band music coming into the future to make boy band music now.
Yeah.
And now I'm here sitting
Or is it the
dude, I can't fucking pump this shit in a fucking parking lot at Whole Foods, man. I can't do this. It's if I fucking listen to this,
Or
is
is this
anyone
just
going to tackle me to the floor?
I have a
we move
question.
on.
I have a question.
Oh,
Or is
yeah,
this
go
just a nostalgia factor because you know
Probably.
as this? But let's say a new person listens to them and it's like, I love this boy band.
Who liked Backstreet Boys post fact though? Who's the guy who listened to only the new album and is this is the dopest shit out there?
That was you, Jose.
Was that me?
You're
I don't know.
damn, they did it again. But wait, did you guys hear
Because
about?
we're back again.
I don't even know that one.
that was a little bit of an NSYNC reference. Sorry,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I was like, I don't even know that one.
That was the because it's Friday night.
And I'm feeling right.
No, I don't know. We'll talk about that later.
Wait, but speaking of boy band stuff, did you hear about the Spice Girls? That thing that came out where Scary Spice said that she was having a sexual relationship with Ginger Spice?
What?
Yeah, you didn't hear about that?
No, I didn't hear
Why
that.
am I
at all.
just hearing about
that was
this just
recent,
now?
dude. That was within the last week that
What?
came out. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Send
I
me
didn't know anything
links.
about
I
that.
will.
Send me.
I'm gonna tell you all.
Now that's news
No, that's
to me.
let's move on.
Yeah, so Sergio, you wanted to talk about Disney Plus. I have
do.
no idea about anything about that.
So-
Explain it.
So since Netflix has been basically a major company that has been playing in streaming services such as videos, movies.
What, Netflix?
Yeah, Netflix.
Yeah.
So
Hulu.
Disney having many IPs that they owned.
Yeah,
I've seen this
they
as a
own-
cash grab, obviously. So they are releasing in November 20 of 19. They are releasing Disney Plus. So I would assume Avengers movies.
Dang.
I would assume maybe even shows that they have canceled in Netflix, like Punisher. Hopefully they bring those back. Hopefully,
Disney?
hopefully,
Yeah, Disney.
hopefully.
Disney pulled.
Yeah.
Disney's pulling from Netflix all the Marvel.
Yeah, they've pulled Punisher, Daredevil, Jessica Jones. You got Luke Cage. They pulled many of these
Daredevil,
shows.
right? Yeah.
So
Yeah,
they're even
yeah, he already
saying
said that, yeah.
there's many people saying that they're bringing them back into Disney Plus because they are releasing this new streaming services that is going to compete with Netflix and other companies. But my question is, what do you guys think about this? Not only in video streaming services, but in gaming also, because you also seen that Uplay is also competing with Steam, where not only they're using one streaming services, but they're making their own. You got Origin.
You mean their own stores?
Yeah, their own stores basically. What do you guys think about that?
Okay, so with the stores, I'm totally fine with, just because an example for Epic Games, they give a higher or better cut to the developers. The developers should get a lot more money because, dude, they're putting so much work into these video games and stuff like that.
Right.
What do you guys think about the video
The
side of it, like Netflix or movies, What do you guys think about that?
With the streaming services?
Do you guys that's gonna really affect Netflix in the event?
Did you hear?
What's gonna piss me off is what
did I hear? I don't know.
Did you hear that they're making a Monsters Inc. show with the original voice actors for that streaming service?
They're gonna bring back Mike Wazowski.
Yeah,
I love
dude.
Mike Wazowski.
Wait. For
Like
Disney Plus?
Yeah, it's gonna be like a show that's exclusive to that.
Why'd you guys so surprised when you brought this up, though?
I was happy
This is
because I wanted this because I heard about this and I wanted to tell you.
All right. So,
this just makes
That's
a lot
crazy.
of people wanting to or at least
So how long
looking
has-
forward to Disney Plus.
how long has Netflix held the standard of streaming? What was the golden age of Netflix where we went into like, hey, now there's Amazon Prime, now there's Hulu, right?
Whenever Breaking Bad came out, I don't know.
Well, I think ever since streaming, really, because Netflix wasn't really streaming; it was just delivered DVDs to your home.
Yeah, I remember when
And I
it was
think
that.
they were the first pioneers that brought streaming to
YouTube?
pretty much anyone on the internet.
YouTube.
And YouTube. Well, they got YouTube originals now, but I think Netflix was the first one.
There's some YouTube originals on YouTube Red that I would have to say I'd pitch. I'll pitch them later. Maybe do a review on them.
Shut up, Jose.
Good.
God. Go ahead. Continue, Sergio.
I'm looking behind you right now. I'm looking through you right now.
What were we talking about?
Are these streaming services like? I mean, is it how long has like Netflix been out where it's like now people are gonna start creating competition?
I feel like
They held it
especially
down for
like
5-6 years.
Disney, since they own so many IPs. It's like saying like if Netflix or Fox News had so many movies that were streaming on Netflix, and they're like, you know what, screw this. Why don't we just stream it ourselves and we'll get all the cut for it, as opposed to
DC's
Netflix
doing that too.
You know, so I feel like it's a good thing and it's a bad thing, because now I feel like you're saturating over the streaming services. Now you're gonna wanna you're gonna pick and choose. What am I gonna want to choose? Because Netflix is gonna push their originals.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Hulu's gonna push their originals.
We just talked about it.
It's like, and
right
now it's
right?
like
Love, Death, and Robots.
oversaturated. It's gonna be oversaturated to this point. I feel like it's gonna be a good and a bad thing.
yeah.
So I don't know. Put in the chat below. See what you guys think.
What you guys
Let us know.
Exactly.
Oh, thanks for doing that.
Nice. Yeah, I like
Dude,
that.
this guy's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, he only does that at the end.
Yeah.
dude,
Me and
that's
David
dope.
are kind of really stupid. Go on.
You were half right about that, but yeah.
It's
So
all right. It's on your side.
before this video goes up, we actually recorded the our reaction video to Lion King. Yeah. So we didn't go too in depth on it in the video because it was short. But what do you guys think about like the new live action?
I love Lion King.
But yeah, what do you think about the
music? I'm gonna say like when that original music blasted through that fucking speaker, and I was watching some of the same scenes, like tit for tat. I'm talking about tit for tat, represented on that.
Tit, bro.
Can I go?
I am.
Can I go first?
I would say
Yeah, go for
it
it.
was. It
To
blew
be
me away.
honest,
Oh, he just walked over here.
No, I ended it. I splurged it out. I
go for it.
right on.
to be honest,
shit.
I'm
I
excited, but I'm not, because I'm always skeptical to what I remember as a child. Because, when you're watching a cartoon and it's Lion King, and you have this thing in your mind, and it's like almost your imagination. And when you watch these movies where it's like live action, it's like, I don't know. I don't remember this as a kid, and it kind of takes a little bit back, I think. At least to me. I'm not so sure. I don't know about
What
you
do you
guys.
mean by that?
Because like for instance, I don't know if have you guys seen the Beauty and the Beast?
No.
Yes.
Yes, you have.
Yes.
It's
wait, the live action one?
live action.
I haven't
versus-
seen it.
So I mean, Jose, since you have seen it,
Judging you so hard right now.
yes, I know. What do you think? Like, do you think that it lived up to the?
Yes.
It did. Now, do you think Lion King will live up?
Yes.
I think it
so?
will. I mean, because
I'm going a little skeptical. I don't know about you guys.
at the same time, I was like, you can't be like 100% the
One time I
exact
went
same
out to
thing.
get cigarettes, and then you were skeptical on me returning. I feel like you have personal issues with this.
Hey, my dad never came back. Okay,
I've seen your dad 100 times at your house.
That was your joke.
Are you skeptical on it just being true to the original film?
I think it's just being true to the original, even though it's not original because there was one before the Lion King. I think it was. I don't know if it was a Japanese version.
Oh yeah, that
Kimba
was
instead of Simba.
I read about that,
and it's basically the same thing except it's a white. I don't know if it's
a white lion. Yeah,
it's a white lion, right?
In Japanese, yeah.
Crazy.
It's called Kimba.
Kimba,
The first time I'm here.
Look it up.
Yeah,
look it up.
I had
when it came out, everybody was pissed off. Like,
it's like a total ripoff of like Kimba,
right?
So
what the fuck?
Yeah, and it's like literally like the storyline is like total.
Hey, I mean, there's always been like. Either the U.S. takes something or the Japanese take something.
I mean, there's a lot of things like that just in general where it's like it comes out way later. I mean, do you guys don't know about the Matrix and the lawsuit that happened with that? Where like,
go ahead and explain that.
That was
what's that?
There was a book that they say that was all based on. I mean, I got to look up the facts afterwards. But
are you talking about Equilibrium?
Is it?
It might be because Equilibrium is another book, kind of similar, but it's almost kind of like. Fahrenheit.
That's what the book was.
Yeah, almost, or it was close to the Fahrenheit book, which was George Orwell, I believe.
Yeah, George Orwell. Mm-hmm. You're right.
But it was close to that. It was similar, like dystopian city, where it's like, it's you couldn't read books or you couldn't do this or do that. But I believe, I'm not so sure if that's the same book, Equilibrium and Matrix. Don't quote me on that.
Right, so I just looked it up right now, but on the Time website for the newsfeed of the Times, it says that there was an inside the $1 billion Matrix lawsuit, one of the internet's most pervasive legends. So, aka like someone sued Warner Brothers for likeness rights to what the.
I know they were saying that it was really close to Ghost in the Shell too, right?
I mean, there's tons of things that can happen like that.
The intro,
I mean, like relaying it all back and bringing
it
all back towards the Lion King. I mean, there's lots of stories that are like that and things that have gone into that now. But I mean, are we excited or are we not excited for
I'm gonna watch it.
Definitely. I'll still give that a watch for sure.
Mm-hmm. And Seth Rogen, let's name the actors. David was super excited about the actors. Let's name some of the roles, David.
Yeah, it was Eric Andre is going to be one of those.
Donald Glover. I love Donald Glover.
Donald Glover's going to be the lead. You got Beyonce.
You got
I'm so empowering. I listen to her.
I love Beyonce.
And there's a bunch of other actors that like I never even. I like when I what is
never
it?
Even respected?
What is it called? IDM whatever. When I looked up
IMDb.
Andale. When I did that, I was like, "Oh, these are like really good actors. I know them in these movies, and yeah, it's gonna be good. It's like a really good cast." So
I'm excited. I'll still watch.
What do you think about all these reboots though? Like you got Aladdin, you got Lion King, Dumbo already dropped,
and Beauty and the Beast was like
Dumbo. To put this in perspective, Dumbo did not do that well in box office actually.
Yeah, because it's like a super depressing plot. Why would anybody want to see that?
Hey man,
I'm a super depressing plot.
Did you guys see the Winnie the Pooh one?
I'm sorry?
Christopher, the Winnie.
Oh, no, I heard that was super depressing too.
It really was.
I love it when they're depressing.
It was so depressing. I saw it. It's on Netflix, actually.
Are we going to be best friends forever?
The show is so depressing because it shows Christopher Robin, growing up and how crappy his life is and how shitty of a person he has become and how he has no imagination. And
at least like Winnie the Pooh, like, don't forget me, Mr. Robin.
Alert, right? At least that's what I took from it. And it's like, man, you're a crappy person. Where has all your fun have gone, basically? And I feel like that's basically everyone.
Yeah, it's
they're
super
basically
depressing.
like Sergio. This is a story about how Christopher Robin's hanging out with like this fake little bear, and then the fake little bear is just like, who even fucks with you, dude? Nobody fucks with you, bro. Nobody does. Nobody fucks.
That's how we all are. In a way.
I was hanging out at the bodega down the street. No one will even hand you a ham, egg, and cheese, dude. No one fucks with you like that. No one does.
Except Winnie the Pooh, he was like, honey, baby.
That was Winnie the Hood, and I was just Winnie the Hood. And it was. I'm telling him, I was like, dude, let's come up with like a story where maybe some hoodlum Harlem bear that comes up and it's somebody's imaginary friend, but it's kind of shooting everyone, killing everyone, and saying, that's the thing I want to watch.
Woo-hoo-hoo!
All right, so moving on.
Yeah, so moving on from Lion King, you wanted to talk about this. You put it down here. Secret subject to kill Kevin.
So here's my secret subject to kill Kevin. I have this pulled up because yesterday I was looking at news. I've started doing that since the podcast, and this news reads, you guys will hear, and now I want you guys to react to this in live action. Also, I'm gonna have my after story about this, but new species related to the human discovery rate in cave, right? So I don't know if you guys know this, but essentially what's going on is there's been a new species of human, right? That's been discovered in the Philippines.
Yeah, I've heard about this.
You heard about this, right?
What is this human?
Yeah. So this is
Oh my god, you're so stupid, Jose.
Okay, so when I read this, I was just like, dude, I'm getting so ready to trash on my best fucking friend. There's 500, or they've discovered a new species of human. Also, although modern humans and Homo sapiens are now the only surviving branch of the genus Homo, other than Kevin, other than the species of human once roamed across the earth. For example, previous research suggests Homo erectus, the most likely ancestor of modern humans, made its way out of Africa by 1.8 million years ago. In contrast, modern humans may have only begun dispersing from Africa roughly 200,000 years ago, right? So now there is proof to show that there is Filipino ancestry and or Filipino human species found earlier in the Philippines, sucking coconut.
Wait, what?
Like living in the Filipino Pacific Islands, like buried way deeper than anyone could have ever fucking imagined. A Homo sapien, like sapien species.
Spatian? What the fuck?
It had a lot of space around it. It wanted everyone to respect it, man. And I'm just like, I can vibe a lot with that. Was why I'm fucking riding this arm. But it's like, it has been found. How do you feel, Kevin? How do you feel that maybe the guy that was just like, we're the birthplace of fucking human civilization? Yeah. How do you feel that maybe you could be like, no, bitch, I'm the birthplace of that.
That's dope.
That's dope. That's dope.
That's dope. But how does that involve to kill me?
Yeah, it's I'm gonna kill your self-esteem because you've really never really been in a situation where you could throw that at somebody. And I was getting beat up in front of hundreds of people before, and you never kind of like claimed your space in the fucking chain.
Damn, it's just getting personal.
What's happening?
I was there too.
Can you not take pride in this a little? Like,
oh yeah, it's dope.
Is it dope? It's like the one word dope. Like, yeah,
I was there too.
He's like, I survived. Awesome. He said,
I mean, let's take our civilization.
So
back.
this was before what we already previously knew.
that's correct.
That's pretty crazy.
That's actually kind of cool, depending, because we really
depending
don't know.
on whether you like Asians or not.
Well, I mean, in general, because we really don't know what's going on in the planet in general. Like the ocean, an example, it's like we haven't discovered, like I think not even like a 30%. I think.
Yeah, even like squids, we don't even know how they.
Yeah, it's like
breed and shit.
It's insane. We're like
we don't
because we can't
go like
we can only go
like
so
20
deep
miles
because
below
it's
what
like
we can go.
The pressure will like fuck up cameras and equipment that will study these kinds of things.
Yeah, that's why I can't do stand up, man. The pressure just is too much.
Pressure, under pressure.
Continue the subject.
That was pretty cool. It's just because it's so wild, I can't fathom it right now. Because I'm pretty sauced, but by the halfway through the show, I get pretty sauced, man.
Yeah, shit. What's next?
All right, the next one is Pokemon Detective.
Dude.
Oh, we haven't seen it.
We haven't even talked about it on the show. How do you guys feel about that?
I think we talked about it before, haven't we? I'm not sure, but
well, because we all saw the trailer.
To be honest, I don't know about Ryan Reynolds.
Really? Wait, what'd you say?
Hold on.
As Pikachu. I'm just saying.
Oh, as Pikachu.
Shut your whore mouth, Sergio.
God.
Okay, continue.
Well, I like Ryan Reynolds in Deadpool. I can't see him playing a Pikachu character because
what are you talking about?
Did you see the trailer?
Yes, it's
okay. At least
it's kind of funny.
Oh, kinda.
Dude, you're like one of those fucking hipsters and shit that like tries to hate on everything, bro. I love you, but right now you being a bitch. Now continue. I'm sorry.
All right. I don't know. I just can't get into the character of Pikachu talking. Now, if it'd been, what if it would have been Meowth and such, an actual character that talks as opposed to a random Pikachu that
bring your valid points. Go ahead.
But I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I wanna put
being
myself
true with the Pokemon
in the perspective of somebody who I feel like has listened to a lot of people that have talked about this trailer, and somebody who's like a very big fan of Pokemon. Like you have to put yourself in the fact that this is kind of a different universe. So like, so like the Pikachu,
take him to school,
Detective Pikachu. Is kind of like a side story / side plot that's kind of like taken off on a linear passage this way, right? So like the traditional Pokemon like history that we're used to, it is the Pokemon like Game Boy version where we're just like this Ash dude like trailing down this like dude. If I was Ash and then they were like, let me give you this little inhuman animal that will beat the shit out of other animals and abuse them. And I was like, is this like some sort of fucking weird cockfighting? No, dude, this is a sport and everyone respects it. And then I was just like, dude, I could have had Asian friends or Mexican friends, but fuck them. I'm going to fucking battle them to the death. I was like, you know, that's Pokemon. And that it has to be what it is. And now this is like a substreet of that, and it's like it's a lot more relatable.
Jose, so, you bump into somebody in traffic and it's like
dude, I was like, dude, I fought old ladies on lesser than that. So I have to say, like, is it that for that? I mean, people are treating this too much like hey, I don't really feel like this is like a subject matter that I want to like entertain because it's like Pokemon can't talk. Pokemon. So Pokemon can talk, right? It doesn't matter for this film. It has to be it has to be a different interpretation on a different linear timeline. So like that's what I respect.
No, yeah, that's exactly how I thought about it. Like I don't put it into aspects of like old Pokemon. This is just kind of like their own spin-off on it, if you will.
That's true. I guess I can look at it that way, yeah.
If you think of it as a spin-off, it won't piss you off as much.
Yeah, and he's got that witty side to him too that it's like, oh, and then when you see like I hated it when they announced it. I was like, that's so stupid. Why would they do that? Yeah. And then I saw a trailer and I saw Pikachu opening his mouth and freaking Ryan Reynolds' voice coming out with them witty remarks. And I'm like, all right, I'm in. I like it. It's funny as hell. I'm in.
Ryan Reynolds is like a voice for our age.
Yeah.
It's like he's people pretty just good. Like follow him wherever you go.
And then it's like the new trailer is like it's just like they show Pokemon auditioning for their roles and stuff. It's really funny.
You know, he's like and then 20 it shows years older than his wife.
Wait, what?
He's like 20 years older than his wife.
His wife is hot.
Dude,
Blake Lively.
She's old, bro.
She's hot.
I'm just kidding about the 20 years old. I just wanted to freak you all out.
I'm not kidding about
I'm sorry, Ryan. I did not mean to say that. But
I don't
he
take
is
that
a
back.
little bit
He's still
older. But
gold.
you know, there's no problem with that.
Dude, she's hot.
But I just wanted to catch you up with it.
Yeah, no, it got me up. It was like,
What?
I don't run there. What?
I was like, what is he? 50 years old and she's 30?
Yeah.
No, but yeah, I just wanted to distract from that.
As long as you did.
But yeah, dude, I like the.
I mean, yeah. I mean, putting in that perspective, I'll still watch.
You see the trailer when he's fighting Charizard and he's like, "Let me out! Let me out!"
Yes,
and he's
dude, like, definitely, dude. I'll watch it regardless. I'm sure I'm still going like blank in the movie, but I still have like because it's Ryan Reynolds again. I don't want to hear like a Deadpool or like a Pikachu like. You know,
you're mixing films too much, man.
I know.
I feel like
you haven't seen that.
I mean, look at. I mean, this is one thing that I was listening to you guys beforehand, like how Joaquin Phoenix on the Joker, right? So, do you listen to him do the Joker, and do you listen to him do past roles, right? So, like, let's not like picture Ryan Reynolds doing past roles in a new role.
Oh,
so,
I didn't think that at all.
No, but I'm saying like there's like. Like, can you do that for other actors? Like, can you do that
A little
for
bit.
Yeah,
I
no.
mean, maybe you kind of hear like little hints here and there, but
But I mean, there's some actors where it's like they're almost playing the same role, like every
no,
character.
that's like Jason Statham in every freaking role that he picks. Oh my god!
Because he's typecasted.
It's all
No.
Hey, can say more about this?
Jason
because
Statham.
Yeah,
He's
same-
always doing the same role.
What
every
about
single
Christopher
time.
Walken? You can come on. Christopher Walken plays these
The same
I haven't seen enough.
characters.
I've seen like very small.
Who does the same role every single time?
Dude,
Jason Statham.
no, Christopher Walken. Damn.
I'm on this side. I'm over this side. I'm touching his chest. I'm trying to stop him
From
from
Nothing.
from doing nothing because he's super calm. But like, if he had to protect me, he'd do it. Because mostly third grade taught him like, dude, I will fucking take you to the fucking break.
I mean,
I will take
what-
you to the edge of Aurora where there's a cliff. There's not even a cliff in Aurora. And I'll fucking press you up against it face
Me?
first. Yeah, no, him. And I said, like, defend me for life.
Why
And
you like Jason Statham?
No, I love my best fucking friend telling you to defend me against anybody who tries to offend me. And right now you're saying you're gonna fight me. I'm gonna stay name of him.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
I thought you were talking
how we
about
got into
me.
the situation. Who did I offend? What the fuck are you saying, Jose? How about that?
Statham?
Yeah, Statham. Oh, is it because I'm not pronouncing his name right?
Oh yeah. No. I'm just saying. Just
What's your problem, bro?
yeah.
Do you like him so much?
Why do you like him so much?
Why do I like
Why
him
do you
so
not
much?
like him so much? Actually.
Because he plays the same fucking role every single movie.
But you know what? At the same time, maybe he's just typecasted. Because that's what happens.
Nah. Don't start with that shit. He picks his roles.
Oh, you're thinking he makes a conscious decision? Like
I
he
mean,
doesn't
isn't
want
that how they go? They're like,
No,
oh,
not always. Sometimes
always.
you get typecasted. Like you need work. You need to make money.
nah, fuck that
And
shit.
you get typecasted.
There's actors that are like, no, I don't want to be that because I don't want to be the
No, 'cause
alien
look-
guy.
Look what
I-
happened.
give me-
look what
give me
happened
1
with
second. It's like-
Qui-Gon Jinn.
it's like
What was that?
saying-
Ooh, don't let me get me started on them, Sergio. You better save me.
This is a valid reason if we're gonna go into that subject. Is we talked about Qui-Gon Jinn,
Taken.
the guy who did Taken. What was his name? Please tell
Liam
me.
Neeson.
Liam Neeson. He played as Qui-Gon Jinn, but nobody remembers that except for like true Star Wars fans.
Yeah.
But after
that,
Taken, similar roles.
Taken
every
to
single
taken on a
time.
plane, taken on a boat.
That is true. That
Taken on a
is
plane.
very
So
true.
he got typecasted. Sometimes when you do a role so good,
You get
typecasted into just that role. I feel like that's what
Hugh
happened
Jackman,
with Liam Neeson.
Wolverine. You cannot see him in anything else other than Wolverine.
The Prestige, motherfucker.
Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're gonna take our ages,
What about The Prestige? You see it?
Prestige.
I
mean-
mean, shut your fucking mouth, dude. That's like one of his greatest roles.
Yeah, but how many?
No, get your head out of my face.
That was exactly the role that I was gonna say. It's like,
Yeah?
the Hugh Jackman,
Alright,
like
I'm sorry.
the Wolverine thing is like the Prestige is like a very big exception to that
Hell
because
yeah.
he's a great actor.
But can you see another Wolverine?
No,
Yes.
Exactly.
but
got
I feel like
typecasted.
that's like an ace in his pocket. More like there's certain actors where like I don't know, like even Will Smith. That's why he turned down. How'd it go? He was like he didn't want to be known as the alien guy because he did Independence Day and he did Men in Black.
Yeah.
No. He didn't want to do Men in Black because he did Independence Day, and he's like, I don't want to be known as the alien guy. And then Steven Spielberg took him aside, and he was like, dude, use my brain for once in this thing. Trust me, this is gonna be a hit. And then he did it, and then he was good. And then after that, he did. He had the choice to do The Matrix.
Okay.
And he didn't do it because
He
was
didn't do
like-
it?
He didn't like it. Which was like he even said he's like it was a huge mistake, but at the same time,
It's actually awesome because Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves is so good.
Yeah, he did.
How about him and John Wick, dude?
Dude, John Wick
That's
3.
legit.
Dude,
He's like legit. He's one of the. Is he?
you know he's like over 50 years old.
Is he
Dude,
Jesus Christ?
He's over 50 years
Dude,
old.
he's a
my
vampire.
Speaking of that,
He's a
I was
vampire.
just watching Bill and Ted's Great Adventure.
Yeah,
Dude.
They're doing a third one.
Huh?
You hear? They're doing a third
We're,
one.
Yes.
we're in
yes,
tangents
yes,
in
yes.
every single direction right now. We're
Yeah,
like,
we could go back to those.
I love it. This is how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it is.
It wasn't that bad. But Game of Thrones. So you're behind. So we're gonna spoil everything. Now.
I gotta go.
But Game of Thrones is coming out in a week.
No.
I think it might be
This is Sunday.
This Sunday?
Yeah.
Sunday.
If it's not the Sunday, like Sunday.
Dude, I'm gonna find a way for us to watch it, so we can watch it.
Bro, never mind. Allegedly, I can help you, but
No, actually,
You need
paid
to
for
catch
it.
up, son.
Really?
Yeah, I did. I haven't.
I'm gonna catch this weekend, bro. Wait, it's this Sunday?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
should watch
that
it
what's
together,
gonna
like
what's
best
gonna go
friends.
on. It's like we're gonna watch Tom Segura in Chicago.
Oh, that's right.
This Saturday.
We're
Right.
gonna come back home.
Excited for that.
I'm gonna wake up and then I'm gonna tell everyone around me that they need to feed me the next strengthen. Like,
Is it? Hold on. If you have the HBO Now, whatever, Go app,
HBO Go or something. Like
is it as soon as it premieres on the thing? Is it gonna go live
I mean, I feel like this is gonna raise a
I
lot
think
of
it's the
questions.
day after. No,
the day after?
I feel yeah.
All right. So
Do you have to have HBO to actually experience this? What you're asking?
Yeah.
no, because I have the HBO Go account
I think you can just watch it. I think.
live.
All right.
Yeah.
Google this.
So if I have 2 days,
Cool.
I want to say yes
now?
because you can always get like a trial, which a lot of people
I'm gonna
do.
catch up in 2 days. I have enough hours, right?
I will totally get the trial because I'm gonna watch.
I have it already
Okay.
because I tried to watch that Michael Jackson documentary, so I
So-
still have it.
So relaying into this, it's about to premiere.
It's about
Can you or can you not catch up right now?
from right now, Thursday. What's today's date?
I only have 5 seasons.
April 11th.
Today is April 11th.
It's available on
So
HBO Go and HBO Now.
What, on the 14th of April? Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have
How many episodes are in the season?
Literally 3 days from now, or even less than that. So can you watch
Can you
and
watch?
catch up?
And do you want to watch it?
And
Like,
would you want to watch it?
I do.
I mean, I feel like you do. I feel like David, if you watched, I mean, what season are you in?
I think I'm like up to season either 4 or 5. I remember that it died down and it was really like boring, and that's when I was like, all right, screw this.
Season 7 is right.
Power
Yeah.
through it,
Last
man.
season.
The
Yeah,
other ones
season-
are so
Even
good.
if it was 10 and 10, that's like 20 to 30 episodes, right? 30 episodes at 1 hour a piece. That's
Yeah.
40
But I feel like I
hours.
should watch it from the beginning just to get like the momentum rolling.
Really?
Well, no, okay,
Jesus
so
Christ,
going
man.
no, watching
I'm
all the way from the
hardcore,
beginning, that's
bro.
too much. But Arya, or the girl who plays Arya Stark, Maisie Williams, she did say, if anything you want to backtrack, watch the first season. That's all you need to watch, and then watch.
The recent one?
I
I would
season
say
8.
season 2 from. You could always skip first.
I do like the first 3. Did you hear about Emilia Clarke? Wait, did you hear about that she had like aneurysms and stuff when she was
Holy shit.
filming the other ones?
No
Why?
way.
Because they're so dope.
And she had like surgery.
No, yeah,
Really?
dude,
What?
like
Surgery.
Why?
So they filmed her having surgery and they intercepted that in the Game of Thrones.
Yeah, dude. And that's like what's inside the fucking
It's like-
seasons and shit.
Dude, you know, that's why that fucking show is so-
be edited.
Amelia Heard, she's actually coming into that, right? She's saying that she had brain aneurysms.
Yeah.
During the filming of the last scenes or last season or last.
No, because Jason Momoa said that he was around when it happened. So it was
Yeah.
season 1, bro.
Dude, that's gotta been like
season 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
Jason
But
Momoa was like.
But that's
around.
why you see her character like popping off more in later seasons, like kind of why like she didn't really have.
Or is it because
I feel like
she's
she
just
didn't
trying
have
to
a lot of
justify?
lines in the first one, right? She didn't have
Okay.
like a lot of lines in the first one, right?
No, she had some.
No,
good
she had
ones.
some very.
Or is it she trying to justify for the like new teens?
Bro, she's
Dude,
amazing. Stop
Dude,
it.
how dare you say that?
Dude, she's an amazing actress.
She is. I never said
that's
she
a-
wasn't.
Do you want people to attack you in the streets?
Yeah.
I mean, seriously,
How
if you
dare
defended
you,
those
sir.
people, like, I'd be pretty impressed, and I'd be like, dude,
I'm just
I'm pretty
saying.
impressed with the way that you like people randomly come up to you, and they try to attack you, and you defend against that. It's like pretty impressive.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Well, you know, it's just an opinion. After
no.
all, it's. I mean, I don't know her. I've never talked to her. You know.
I have. She's pretty cool.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
cool.
Great. Let's move on.
Fuck you, Kevin.
But yeah, Jose, you had a subject about bare knuckle boxing. What in God's word? What is happening here? Explain.
Red knuckle boxing. So Artem Lobov Jason Knight in bare knuckle boxing.
Do you know his nickname?
Art of Lobo?
Hick Diaz, the guy that he was fighting.
Diaz?
Hick Diaz.
Really?
That's hilarious,
All right, so you're
bro.
bringing this into the spectrum, but yeah, Art of Lobo fights him bare knuckle boxing, and the rounds are it's 5 rounds, right? 5 rounds, 3 minutes.
I don't know. I don't care enough to look into it
Why don't you care enough?
because it's crazy.
It doesn't matter. MMA was crazy.
No, but this is like insanity.
Is it insanity?
Yeah, when
You
the
sound
CEO,
like Kenny Florian right
no. When the CEO comes out and is like, "Oh, that last guy that fought, yeah, we gonna take 20% of his purse and give it to the other guy because he didn't want to fight." It's like, bro,
Wait, what?
this ain't the Wild West, bro. You signed a contract, or, honor that contract.
I mean, there's just still.
Did you see that part or no?
No, I didn't. So there's still a lot that I'm very unclear of when it comes to bare knuckle boxing, right? So bare knuckle boxing, FC, right? I mean, fighting, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
I mean,
explain the rules a little bit. So they're
Punch
just
the
gonna
guy in the face.
Is there
Yeah,
kicking? Is there?
their fists are clenched,
just fists, right? It's
And they
just-
have
Are they wrapped?
Minimal reps.
Yeah, it's from the wrist down to prevent the wrist from breaking. So, Artem Loba,
so just free hands.
yeah,
Basically.
Wow.
Yeah.
it is an insane, brutal fucking sport.
Yep.
And
This is happening right now.
this happened last weekend.
Paulie
Christ.
Malignaggi, supposedly, which is like a famous boxer, supposedly now is going to fight Artem
Artem
Lobo.
Lobo.
And is it just boxing or is it MMA?
It's
No, it's
boxing.
just
There's no kicks.
Straight up.
Just
Or
boxing.
takedowns.
Straight
no.
boxing.
Oh, dude, this is what Kimbo Slice should have entered, man.
But probably.
All
Yeah.
right,
Rock him
Kimbo.
fools, man.
R.I.P. Kimbo.
I'm sorry,
I've
man.
been doing this shit since the
R.I.P.
backyard days.
Kimbo.
R.I.P.
What?
Go ahead.
So it is. I mean, yeah, he has a good point. Like Kimbo Slice should have been in this from the beginning, but I mean, it's like 2 dudes brawling it, right? Hidden it.
Yep.
There was in the Artem Lova fight versus Jason Knight. There was a tooth, at least one tooth.
He knocked out like 4 of his teeth.
all 4 of his teeth.
Something like that.
Lord.
I
It
believe
was
so, yeah.
insane.
They didn't have mouth guards?
I actually that's one thing that Kevin, when he said it out loud, it didn't make sense to me because it's like I just assumed there was mouth guards.
Yeah.
But
didn't have it?
people get their mouths their teeth knocked out?
Yeah, that'd be bullshit.
And you-
When
this
you
is
have your
way too
mouth
much.
guards, yeah.
Punching him.
This is be like no difference than telling 2
There was
dudes on the street to
insane
beat the
brutal
brakes out of each
damage
other.
made to those dudes' faces. Like those guys are disfigured now, in one sense or another. Right?
They're even
So-
saying that like in one fight they got like a career's worth of like injuries and shit on their faces.
Really?
Because they look. You didn't see them? They look
Yeah, no. It
so
was so
jacked
bad.
up. Yeah.
It was so bad. But now, like the Artem Lovov, right, is going to be fighting the guy who, Paulie Malignaggi.
He like slapped him in like some sort of promo thing.
He's going to be fighting Paulie because of a previous argument and or like constant feud with Conor McGregor that he's had. That's
was
kind of
gonna
like
say.
fading into it, right? But I'm saying like here's the biggest thing that I don't really want to drag it out too much more into MMA than it actually is.
I gotta do.
Do you or do you? I was like, do you or do you not believe that grabbing, like going into a ring, right? It's a circle ring. Actually, I appreciate the design. A circle ring with someone, right? Strapping your wrists up, and boxing him, bare knuckle, is a sport. Like, do we feel like this is an evolution or a de-evolution of the fighting game? Like, where do we stand on this? Like, is it okay to do this? Is it a sport, or what are we doing? Why are we doing it? Like,
You're asking me personally?
yeah, yes or no?
I feel it's a de-evolution in the way that all it's going to attract is people that didn't succeed in the UFC and have a strong chin and like to throw for the fences. And the way that Artem Lobov was, I mean, in his style, it favors him a lot, and that's what he did. But I mean, for some people, it's going to attract them, but it's too amateur. And then the CEO came out and he was like, oh, this guy's going to get cut like 20% of his purse because he didn't fight. He was running away the whole time. This is a new organization and what we stand for is only fighting this and this and that. It's like, dude, come on. Are you serious, bro? And then he didn't even follow it up at the end. He was like, no, I didn't do that. I'm sorry. He like backtracked because because everybody's like, what the hell are you talking about? We don't want to support this if that's what's going to happen. It's bullshit. So in that way, I mean, I feel like they got some things to work out. I don't like it. I'm not going to watch it anytime soon. Even Paul Manyaji and Artem Lobov. It doesn't attract my view.
I would agree with
I'll watch
David.
Thanks,
I would agree.
man. You're
Sorry.
all right.
Hey, are you guys like
take
best
that.
friends?
Dude, we are, man.
We are.
Like, we fight like
Sorry.
you guys, but like...
Hey,
let 'em get it.
should
We kiss and
let
make
these
up.
dudes beat
Hell
the
yeah.
living
Yeah, that's
daylights
definitely.
out of each other for fucking money? Yes, we should, right? Is it being
Tag team? Do we got a tag team match right now?
I will say, I'm kind of like on both sides. So
Nah, bro, he's
would I
with
watch
us.
it?
He's with us.
Would I watch it? Hell yeah,
Hell
I'm gonna watch
no.
that shit. I'm gonna watch this shit.
But I think
But
it's catered to a market, though. Like if you're wanting to watch like blood and shit, and
But-
like,
but-
you're gonna watch it.
Most
yeah.
of their market's
It's gonna be like,
wait, boy,
Yeah, it's
I'll
like-
tell you what.
I will say somebody is like a boxer myself. Like I love boxing,
But
and I
what-
think it's very like it's a chess game with boxing.
But do you guys think?
But
will
like
it-
do
do you guys think it will?
This is gonna be wild.
I have
I'm
a
gonna
quick
enjoy it.
question. Do you
So
guys?
I'm saying it's more in the lines of entertainment.
Okay. Do you guys think it will degrade the fighters quicker than it is like in other sports?
Oh yeah, dude. These guys are gonna get wrecked.
When you say degrade,
Not degrade, but like will they suffer quicker?
I think
like
what
in
he means
physical
is their longevity in
Yeah.
their
Yeah,
careers,
for sure.
because these dudes are getting the break speed off
Yeah.
of them. I think that's what he's
There's
talking about. Not
almost
degrade as
no
in as
to little
a person.
protection, and it's like straight
people have that-
knocking people into your skulls, like
Yeah.
you know, like giving you straight concussions, like every
Sorry,
fight.
I feel like very indifferent about all of that because
Okay.
it's like there's no good way to hit somebody in the head. There's no good way to hit anybody that you know in the head, whether your fist, your foot, or anything else. So it's like, who's to judge whether something hurts them more or less? Like I feel like Artem Lobov said, yeah, it hurts you less because there's no more legs and there's I don't know. I really don't know exactly what he said, but I mean it's like it's still brutal concussion hitting hits to the head. It doesn't matter.
I don't know if that makes sense.
That is very true.
It's like you hit him with your foot or you hit him with your hand or you hit him with anything.
That's true.
If your brain rocks.
Yeah, but
is
you don't have
true.
protection on your hands. You're breaking your hands.
Well,
you got
you'll-
teeth on your
They
freaking hands.
they both I mean in the
knocking out teeth.
Yes. I mean it's just like brutal
Yeah,
hits.
their longevity is going to be short.
It doesn't
It's
matter.
like basically where every veteran's going to go to live out the last year of his career to get as much money as he can for the
Oh
last.
yeah, easy. Oscar De La Hoya's fucking paying tons of dudes to go fight in as veterans and their fucking last them.
Yeah, but that's different. That's even better because it's like a UFC event. Chuck
And it
Liddell
feels
just
like
got
a
like
slaughterhouse right now.
No, I don't think that's a UFC event. I feel that's like offering up for Tito Ortiz to beat the living daylights out of
Yeah.
somebody that shouldn't fight anymore.
right, but it was a lot less graphic than like this last one in the.
Those are two young dudes beating the living daylights out of each other with bare fists that agreed to that
Yeah.
and are able-bodied. That's not fucking Chuck Liddell going into somewhere with like his,
but Artem Lobov wasn't really going anywhere. The goat in UFC, but it wasn't really going anywhere. I mean, like anybody who had a ground game was like destroying him in the UFC.
then take
And
the
that's
ground
what-
game away.
That's
and then,
exactly what he did. Yeah.
And then he went to the bare knuckle
Bare
UFC.
knuckle.
So now that's just a sport.
But he wanted to go to kickboxing, but then these people gave him a better deal. So he's like, all right, screw it. I'll just do this.
Dude, I'll do anything for a better deal.
Basically.
Yeah. I didn't start eating fucking Burger King until there was a better deal down there. So it's like, so what are we doing? That's it. It has to be a better deal. The guy will go where he needs to go to make money, and
Yeah.
if he's willing to fight like that,
Right.
he has to make that money.
Cool. I'm just saying it's going to be where veterans go to die. Why are you mad at me,
And
bro?
then two shows from now, fucking David's gonna be like,
thought we
bare knuckle
fucking
FC is
go.
my favorite shit.
I'll never say
All right,
that.
all right. Hey, you'll never say that. Never say never.
Nah,
all right,
I'll
let's go.
say-
Let's
I'll
go.
never say that.
never because Justin Bieber said that shit.
Never say never.
All right, let's move on.
All right. TJ Dillashaw test positive.
Pop for motherfucking EPO. I told y'all motherfuckers what you guys say to
When
that
did you
now.
say that? When did you actually say that?
No, but I did say that he got popped. Oh,
Yes.
do you remember what I said or no?
Yeah, no, I did.
I
Actually,
remember.
no. Not
Okay,
for
what did I say?
EPO. When he got popped?
Yeah.
Yeah, you never explained EPO. What is this? Explain.
No. What did I say?
Wait, you said that he got popped, right? Previously for a
Substance,
a
right.
banned substance,
Right.
yeah. But you never said it was EPO.
No, I never did.
That was what you literally said beforehand. It's like, did he get popped? I said he was.
No, okay, I'm sorry. I was fucking around with you. No, I was just saying like he got popped, and then I did say I was like, it seems like there's substance behind it because he relinquished his title
immediately,
and he didn't fight it or anything. And I'm like, and I feel like T.J. Dillashaw, his character, he would fight it to the death if it wasn't anything with substance behind it. That's what I did say.
Oh, yeah.
Now you remember.
I remember.
You're back with
What
us.
is EPO?
Shut the fuck up. So now they tested that it was EPO. So it's like, all right, not only EPO, which you can get from like, doing a Big Bear camp up in high altitude. No, it was injectable EPO, meaning like Lance Armstrong shit, which makes you have like a 300% gas tank and like, you're able to punch with all this shit. Which Cody Garbrandt called him out for a long ass time ago. He was like, "Oh, you got all this EPO in your head. You're not thinking straight and all that." And he was even saying like, "Oh, you're the one that made us." You showed Team Alpha Male, how to juice and getting under the radar. I'm not sure if I mentioned that the last time. What I did mention the last time.
It's out there.
What I did mention the last time was I was like, how weird is it that like John Jones got caught for picograms? He went and talked to the people and he gave some sort of information up. They don't know what he gave up exactly, but he gave up information. And I said it. Now, this is what I was talking about. Do you remember if I said this? I said, I'm like, now what a coincidence it is that TJ gets popped. I'm like, I wonder how many people we're going to get that get popped for all of a sudden this shit that they learn about. Now, before this shit, Brendan Schaub went on the line and he was like, dude, I'm hearing that these guys are figuring out a way to test for EPO that they didn't know about previously. And now TJ Dillashaw gets popped for EPO. So my thing is like, did John Jones give them some sort of information to test for EPO? And now they're like, oh shit, we know how to fucking test these guys.
So EPO is something that USADA, so the
increases red blood cell count or whatever.
Right. But they haven't been
doping.
testing. Yeah. Doping.
So blood doping.
Yeah.
Okay.
And USADA said like they haven't tested for that every single blood test, right? So
it's weird, yeah.
Yeah. So they haven't done it.
It was a urine test that they got it from though.
Really?
Yeah.
That's how heavy it was?
I'm sorry?
That's how heavy it was?
I guess, but they didn't know how to do it before, and all of a sudden they did.
They've backtracked now on it, right? So
and now they tested it something from December, yeah.
Yeah, and now they're hitting on EPO. So it's it's inexcusable. Like I would say, like it's one of the things where like this guy's.
So is he suspended?
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
2 years.
Dude, that's prime.
Okay.
That's prime time.
Yep.
Wow, that is.
2 years out of your career is immense in the
It
fucking
is,
MMA
man.
game.
It's because people forget and they lose track of fighters sometimes. And I mean,
Did you hear what Matt Serra said?
Sorry, I lost track of my best fucking friends when they stopped talking to me for 2 years. What did Matt Serra say?
Matt Serra was like, he was like, "Fuck TJ Dillashaw."
Really?
He's
plus that one
cheater.
thing that he said before, where it was like completely ignored him. Remember?
No, what?
Like TJ Dillashaw, like he called him and he was like, "Oh, I'm busy right now," and he hung up on him.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
okay, that's probably.
But there was another thing where I was like, does Matt Serra say fucking TJ Dillashaw now because of the EPO thing?
I don't know. Okay, that sounds personal. I don't know.
Now it sounds personal because I brought
Yeah.
that shit up.
Yeah.
But I mean, is he saying like fuck TJ Dillashaw for taking EPO?
Yeah, he said that.
Yeah.
but I don't know. Now it feels like with that, existing.
I mean,
history
kind of like
it
now.
feels like-
So EPO, can you explain it, David?
Yeah, I mean, from what I know, it just increases red blood cell count, which increases oxygen that goes to the brain and your whole body and your organs and shit. So you can have a bigger gas tank.
perform
you got all
better.
this exposure.
So one of the
Sooner.
biggest things that was been done with this beforehand, which is like been in worldwide news, is that cyclists used to take this.
Yeah, Lance
right?
Armstrong.
Yeah.
Lance Armstrong to go farther in these cyclist competitions, and now Jeff Nowitzki, who is the guy who's leading the USADA train, not as a professional anti-doper, but as like someone who's leading the charge on keeping the sport clean, is keeping the sport clean now. right? And now it turns out that there's a UFC fighter because this is like steroids is like pretty easy to catch. If not, there's tons of blood testing / urine testing that's catching people down to the like picogram now. So this is like a piece of sand split 1,000 ways, and that 1,000th of a way, that 1,000th piece, that's a picogram. People can get caught for that, for using steroids, right? Now, people are like, oh, hey, can we actually do this? Like, go into a fight, fucking fight someone cycling off steroids and fight them, right? Now we're facing what seems to be the common truth that, like, somebody, we watched this fight here, D.D. Dillashaw fought Henry Cejudo, right?
Cejudo.
Henry Cejudo.
Yeah. Go ahead. Cejudo. Isn't that crazy though? He was on EPO and he got knocked the fuck out by Henry. Well, he didn't get knocked the fuck out, but he got hurt fucking bad.
And it continually hurt.
Yeah.
But continually hurt for that fight. And everyone's saying like, hey, why would he take EPO? That's a very easily detectable substance, right? Because the only way that you can get that in your bloodstream is if you inject it.
Mm-hmm. It feels like they got new knowledge. They started testing for it, and now they're finding out. And I feel like ever since then, I mean, you have Paulo Costa, who all of a sudden went under the radar, and he's saying that it's like stomach stuff. He had a stomach virus, and that's what he tested positive for. Yoel Romero all of a sudden pulled out of his fight. He said that he had something else. So I'm like, from this moment on, now we gotta pay attention and see how many. I love you, Michael. You do this to me. And I say I love you.
Oh, sorry. I didn't.
See you soon. Bye. Yeah.
This guy's testing positive for things that they could possibly. I mean, that's a big claim, but I mean, it could be helping fighters in the last 2 years get the tactical advantage.
I feel like there's gonna be a bunch of more people that are gonna be popped. Either that, or all of a sudden we're gonna see a bunch of fighters all of a sudden start fighting completely different and look like shit.
That might be bad.
Yeah, that is true.
That might be why, like, John Jones is trying to pop off his last fucking easy fights. Like, he's trying to fight really hard before he gets exposed.
What if there was a competition? Another league. There we go. What if there's another league where it's like, hey, man, juice up as much as you want?
Vitor Belfort tried to do that.
Really?
Like, let's do a Champions League where we don't test for shit. Dude. Just get us on all the sauce. All the fucking sauce.
All the Mexican sauce.
Let's do this shit.
Brendan Schaum, that was on you. All the Mexican supplements.
Hell yeah.
Let's get everyone on everything.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the Pride thing? I mean, people,
Was that Pride?
Yeah, they even had it in the contract where...
Dude, when you showed me some Pride, I was like, Jesus Christ. Who was the fighter that you saw where he grabbed one of his arms with his legs and he held the other arm while he just decked the hell out of his face? He was wearing a karate gi.
Gi?
Oh, that was UFC.
Oh, that's the guy that was like, okay, so he's talking about the guy that was
they had him in a crucifix.
Yeah, crucifix, and he just started elbowing him.
Yeah, I forgot his name.
Yeah, I forgot his name, but it was vicious. It was like,
Dude,
even at that point, it was really weird because like Big John McCarthy didn't even know whether he should stop it or not. He just thought it was like, is this guy dead? I'm pretty sure I should stop it if he's dead. I'm pretty sure he's dead. So it's like, it was really weird, but
yeah.
Moving on.
Quick question though. What about McGregor and Khabib?
Sorry?
Oh
was that?
my god. We might skip the last one.
Quick question. Last one, real quick. Dude, it's getting heated.
Were we talking about this last
Didn't
week?
he retire and then is he coming back out of retirement?
Oh, yeah, we were talking about this last week.
What's going on right now? What's the update?
He got
Baby.
in his Ireland, in his home country, he got like in some trouble because he punched another motherfucker in the face. This dude, I swear to God, this guy's activity looks like he's on motherfucking cocaine.
Who?
He probably.
Conor McGregor.
Maybe.
He's punching
might
everybody, smashing everybody's phones. What the hell, dude? And then, did you hear what he said recently?
What?
What did he say?
The most recent thing is he said that he broke his foot like two or 3 weeks before the Khabib fight, which I'm like, well, that explains. I mean, he did look a little off.
Yeah.
He looked off. But I mean, it's like, everybody fights injured at one point or another. I mean, no fighter is like 100% when they fight.
That is true.
Everybody's going through some shit.
Especially for all those fights.
He's tagging for a rematch.
Yeah, I mean, he's trying to, but I hear that Khabib's not doing it.
Just want to fight, saying that his fight foot was.
Well, he's talking smack about his wife, wasn't he?
Yeah, it's so much stupid.
Sorry, dude,
He just keeps tweeting, and it's just like, dude, you're like a woman with that phone.
Yeah,
that's what he said.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, to Tyron Woodley.
That felt like you said that.
I did, but I used his own words again. There's a sense of irony there. Anyways, what's for the next UFC?
You were talking about the main card.
What do you got, Jose?
All right, so let's do the common. So the main card is going to be Holloway versus Dustin Poirier. Dustin Poirier is coming up in fight. No, it's a lightweight fight. So Holloway is coming up to fight 145 to fight 155 at the lightweight division for the interim title. And Dustin Poirier is gonna fight him for that title. Who do you have, David? Who do you have
for Max Holloway and Dustin Poirier?
Okay.
I feel like this is gonna be the closest fight of the whole card. I feel it's gonna be really close.
Who do you have?
I got Max Holloway by.
You're so stupid, dude.
I might be. You never know, man. Dustin Poirier.
Hey, don't jump in between us because and then we're just gonna have to choose you to come on my side.
No, that's true. But I don't know. It's gonna be a close one.
Dustin Poirier will win this fight.
Really? All right. No, yeah. Max Holloway's gonna win this shit. Fuck it. I'll take you on that. Whatever we're doing right now. Yeah. All right. I mean, why is that?
Dustin Poirier's gonna win this fight because so the previous fight, like Dustin Poirier won it for, right? Mm-hmm. It was a younger Holloway, but I'm talking about it. Dustin Poirier has evolved the same route, right? That Max Holloway has, and Dustin Poirier is a world class striker. Who did we see Dustin Poirier demolish? Gaethje, and Gaethje just knocked out Barboza, right?
Okay.
We're talking about a Dustin Poirier that hasn't existed before. It just hasn't.
Okay.
And now we're going up to put him in a main event with a man who is determined to destroy the person in front of him. It is going to be Dustin Poirier who demolishes him and is going to send Holloway back, right, to wonder why he has to step down like 10 pounds every time. He's going to come back from it. Holloway's a born fighter, and he will come back from it to come 10 pounds back up and defeat whoever is on the contender level for Dustin Poirier, right? But have the right to fight him again as it developed and or not. Like the weight cutting has been difficult for Holloway, right?
Okay.
In general.
Yeah,
like what is that guy walking around?
I don't know.
175?
No idea. I don't know.
The other day I saw him walking around. I didn't think he could fight a child, right? So why can this man now, right? Step down. They all meet each other where they need to meet each other. I feel like it's going to be Poirier all the way, and I'm willing to put a bet on that.
Okay, what are we betting, baby boy?
What's the bet, guys?
You haven't even heard my side, but go ahead. What are we betting, boy?
What are we going to bet, boy?
I don't know.
What?
Name it.
Come on, name it.
Name it, boy.
Yeah.
Name it, Kat.
What do we need for the podcast?
We'll
go
bet
ahead.
for this blue hat.
Because, I mean, you didn't pay for the lights that we just bought already.
All right.
So you didn't pay on that bet. So how about you tell me what the fuck you willing to put down?
No.
And then we can make that fucking bet.
$25 goes back to the light payers.
To the what?
To the light payers. Oh,
right.
don't listen to this. It's 25 pounds, 25 bucks goes back to you and you, right? Then afterwards, I get to wear this
together.
blue hat.
Why you keep taking off his hat, bro?
This gets to be my blue hat, right? This is my side of the deal.
All right.
And I get to get.
You didn't win that bet, though.
I get to take your spot.
You take my spot. All right, cool.
All right, and now we go.
That's adorable. Should I tell my side of the story? Can I tell my give his goddamn hat?
I'm super sorry.
All right.
The bet hasn't been with you.
Yeah,
but I will
you're
take
like
that
so
out.
confident. I love it. That's adorable. That's
right.
adorable. That was Max Holloway's debut in the UFC. There's so many nerves that are involved in that. He was also like the youngest motherfucking fighter at that time. There was so many things that were off in that fight.
Right.
Another thing that you're
I saw
using is
UFC embedded. I saw that shit.
all right.
So
All
I
right.
don't
Can I
know
talk?
this-
Yeah, man, I'll let you talk. All right. The another thing that you're using is MMA math. That shit does not work in the UFC, baby boy. There is no such thing as MMA math. Justin Gaethje did an amazing performance in the last fight. He used his strengths. He used his wrestling. He started switching it up. He kept that all, There's too many factors in this fight. There's been too many improvements. You say that Dustin Poirier improved. He did. But he did not improve enough. Max Holloway is a fucking G. His wins are against like Jose Aldo twice. Brian Ortega. He's won against the best of the best. All of the top. Dustin Poirier's won a couple times. He's made a couple good wins. I love Dustin Poirier. I feel like people are going to put him under the... they're taking him too lightly. He's going to give a good fight. That's for sure. He's not going to win this fight. He's going to lose it. I don't know if it's going to be a second round TKO. Maybe even a fucking submission. You never know. He's not going to win this fight. I'm telling you that right now. Mark my words. Mistake Mac has spoke again. And that's that. That's how it is. All right. You want to do the main event? You want to go?
I don't know what's the main event, dude.
Israel Adesanya against Kelvin
The co-main
Gastelum.
event. All right, let's just end
That's
it on
the main
this.
event.
Let's end it on this. Co-main event.
Who's the main event?
It is those people just talked about, dude.
Is it?
Yeah, Israel Adesanya is fighting fucking Kevin Gastelum.
That's the main event, bro.
No, it's the co-main event.
Is
dude.
it the co-main event?
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
We're rolling it on this because
All right.
I didn't look up
My
anything
bad,
else.
my bad.
Israel Adesanya versus Kevin Gastelum.
Okay, go.
Israel Adesanya is gonna whoop Kevin Gastelum, dude. Easy,
I love it.
dude. We're going.
We're going against each other in every single fight.
single fight.
I love it.
Kevin Gastelum, that dude's gonna be my boy, fucking Robbie Whittaker.
I'm sorry?
Robbie Whittaker. Sorry,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Robert Whittaker. Got you.
Robbie Whittaker.
I thought you were talking about Robert Lawler.
I shortened the name on the first one.
I got you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Get it right the second.
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right, boom. You can't do it. Like it's gonna be Kevin Gastelum going up against Israel Adesanya, my boy, straight up coming up on him, popping stance. Right, this guy is shorter than him. His reach wise is not gonna have to fucking cover him. Right. I did this the other day with Kevin. Like I even said, like, wow, how hard is it to cover distance, man? He has longer arms than me. He pokes me in the eye, not even trying. I have to come in half a foot in. Like it's gonna fucking hurt. You know? You're gonna have to cover distance. Gastelum cannot do that for him. And he's done it before. I've seen him do it 3 times, right? In fight. Let's look at the fucking Bisping fight. Can he tuck in and fucking pop a dude right in the face and end his career? I mean not end his career. Sorry, Bisping. I love Bisping so much. I think he's a great guy. I think he's an incredible fighter. But can he pop down and, I didn't mean to end his career, but just pop the guy in the face? End the fight, right? End the fight. He can, right? He has power knockout. Adesanya, he's never finished someone from like a one pop, but he's finished people from volume. And he will do it in this fight, in and out. Like, I can see him just popping stance and keeping his right arm at bay the whole time. Like, having someone's right arm be right back there and he's like, oh, I can see it coming. It's okay. I could see him coming at my girlfriend. Every single time.
Okay.
All right. It's going to happen.
All right.
And now we bet what?
I haven't even presented my case. Could I?
Okay, because that's the case.
All right, present the case. All right, here we go. Israel Adesanya is an amazing fighter. He has done good against the wrestlers that he's fought against as of yet. And the best wrestler that he's fought against is Derek Brunson, which is nowhere near the wrestler that Kelvin Gastelum is. Kelvin Gastelum has not shown his wrestling power because he's fought people that do not have, or actually he's fought people that actually have a really good ground game, like fucking Jacare Souza, Chris Weidman. That was his last loss. It wasn't a knockout loss. He doesn't get knocked out. He's never been knocked out. He's been submitted. So anytime that he's fought standing up is because he's fought people that are better on the ground than him. This guy is not better on the ground than him. We got a classic modern day fight of mini Cain Velasquez and Anderson Silva. It's like the most perfect fight. So what do I think is going to happen? I think Kelvin Gastelum is going to stay in the pocket. I think he's going to use that wrestling, and I don't think Israel Adesanya is going to have the answers like he normally does. I think he's going to get stuffed. I think he's going to get taken down. I think we're going to see a whole new challenge that Israel Adesanya hasn't seen yet. I got Kelvin Gastelum for this fight. I think we got a champ.
I think we got a champ. And
I love Israel Adesanya, though. He's got a really good record. He's got a lot of experience standing up. I just don't think. I think Kelvin Gastelum poses threats that he hasn't seen yet. He's seen Derek Brunson, but Derek
let's
Brunson
have a great
conversation
conversation about this.
All right, that's cool. I mean, I'm willing to admit whatever mistakes that I make, but it's all good.
All right, and now we finished it.
And yeah, so that was the SNP podcast where we always end with the UFC. I don't know. I wish I knew as much as you guys do, but I just enjoy watching people beat the brakes off of each other.
We're gonna be in the Tom Segura the fucking Tom Segura stand-up show. We're gonna be like texting each other in the freaking crowd and shit. Like, oh, I told you. It's gonna be awesome.
But yeah, so
I'm excited.
Well, we got new lights. We're working on the podcast.
Slowly improving.
Let us know if you guys want to see any like behind the scenes videos or whatnot.
And comment below if you guys have any other improvements. If you guys want to see something else. If you guys want any topics you guys want to listen about or anything, just let us know down below in the comments.
For real.
Let us know. I'm at Saju Twitch TV. Jose, go ahead.
It's
He has no he has no social media.
part of my friends.
Seems like so sad.
I hang out with my best friends online and we play video games. So.
That's what's up.
Continue.
Yeah, and then
What are you?
I'm Kev Wild on Twitch.tv, Instagram, and on Twitter.
I'm Rock and Rolla 524 on Twitch. If you want to check me out, I'm gonna do the Walking Dead finale. What's up? So check me out.
That'll be pretty dope. All right, catch you guys next week. The first time, or like the first thing is when I walked out of the fucking apartment. It's like I just showed them my ghetto side. I was like, man,
I'm looking for rocks.
I'm looking for fucking rocks, man. but then we went to the actual rocks and we were picking up, and somebody's like, dude, it's like, what are you guys doing? I was like, dude, we're fucking geologists.
Geologists. God damn it.
I'm tired of you guys talking about rock if you ain't about to show this rock. Boy.
Oh, we got the rock,
boy.